1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, so let's get into our smoke and mirror segment here. And Akademiks. He was out there showing some love to us over there on an interview. He's been on a press run. Salute to Andrew Schultz, his podcast, the Flagrant 2 podcast. He was there doing an interview with them. Apparently the interview was 5 hours long, or the podcast episode was 5 hours long.
Damn.
Yeah. And he said he could have went for another 5 hours. But there was one thing that he was talking about in there, and I'll pull up the clip here.
What time did they start?
Fuck, I don't know. When the man said
about
that,
Drake, and I've watched it, is that like his influence and what he pays attention is all the way at the top. He'll be rapping about fucking sitting with like the guy who pretty much owns the whole music industry.
We love hip hop.
And then he'll still won't be big enough.
We love hip hop.
I'm gonna just say he's unknown because he probably has like 15,000 followers in the city. He'll sub him on a song, and everybody won't even get it. But for that one guy and that whole city, they're like, "Yo, Drake just killed you."
Yeah.
Like Drake just like there's this guy in Toronto and like the whole thing is like, "Yo, you can't face me." Like they talk a little weird there, and Drake said it on like I think the Lemon Pepper freestyle, and he was just like, "Yo, face who?" Like, "Yo, I could face," and he just violated him. Nobody knows, but that guy knows. I'm like, how is Drake still tapping into shit like that? Like,
so salute to Akademiks. You know what I'm saying? He's there, you know, giving his thoughts on Drake. But he did mention, even though he didn't mention my name, the Moula first thing. Remember we were talking about like, yo, was that line for Moula, the face who, da-da-da-da? It's actually confirmed at this point.
You don't need Akademiks to confirm that. If you listen to rap and know, like he said, subliminals, and you're from Toronto, everybody in this city knew that.
Yeah.
He's just sharing that with an American audience to make it look like he's connected. But, yo, Brethren, just settle. That's easy knowledge in Canada. Obviously, anyone from Toronto knows who's been saying you can't face me for the longest time. Right?
Yeah.
And for him to say face who, whatever he said in the Lemon Pepper, if he did say it in the Lemon Pepper freestyle.
No, it was Seeing Green. The Seeing Green.
Okay, whatever tune or whatever track it was, nonetheless. Yeah, everyone who heard that knew who he was talking to.
Well, everybody in Toronto.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Everyone in Toronto knew who he was talking to, and he knew that everybody in Toronto knew who he was talking to.
Yeah.
And guys like Akademiks would catch it when they catch it. You understand what I'm saying? If they ever caught it. You understand what I'm saying?
Why do you think that like Drizzy does that? Like,
why not?
He's still
he's a student of the game. He's an art of war. It's an art of war type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, you could jab at your enemies here, 1, 2, poke the bear a bit. You know what I'm saying?
Like you can go at Kanye and then go at KG from Scrap Gang. You can go at Kanye or fucking, you could talk about, you know, like Ak was saying, you're talking about hanging out with Lucian Grain and Grange, and friggin', you know, you and LeBron doing shit and face who, you know? Yeah. I got some bars from Moula too, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because that's the Toronto thing to do.
I mean, you have to give some credit to Moula because one, Moula's doing his thing. Like he said,
Facts.
Look at his stats. He's dropping bare tracks. And I'm not going to say most of the tracks he's going at Drake, but like there's a lot of tracks that he's going at Drake. So, you know, when you knock on a door, maybe someone's going to answer. So, and especially if you're hot and people are hearing you, also, Drake is definitely going to have to answer that door one day. And he answered.
It's more like Moula was like, he wasn't knocking. Moula was like at the door like.
Banging.
you have to kick that shit in.
Yo, let me in, fam. I know you hear me out here knocking on your door. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's how it was basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like you said, if you knock on someone's door, someone might answer. Yeah. And when he's knocking like the way like he was knocking, like, face who? Face me? What? Yo. And he was out there. You understand?
Yeah. He said that face who I could get a whole bunch of you and run straight through or some shit.
Yeah,
like that.
Like he came, and the thing is, Moula's not playing because he's coming hard when he's coming at Drake too. So it's like, yo, you have to say something.
You're the biggest rapper in the world. I know you can see me.
And on top of that, it's not even just rapping. He's even tagging you. So he will post a track and tag you 40 Preem. It could be on a like a media page. He's still tagging you so you could see, like, it's not even knocking on the door and like I don't know.
pretty much inside
He's poking at the bear.
Jumping on the couch and shit.
You know what I'm saying? He's becoming like, he's there. Like, fuck. Okay, let me say one thing. But by saying one thing, it just gives him ammo to say more. You understand what I'm saying? Because now you know for sure the man's listening and responding.
Knocking on Drizzy.
It might take him 3 months or whatever, how many songs to address it.
Yeah.
But when he does, now that's more ammo for him.
There you go.
Right.
Like finally, this I know he's hearing and he's seeing Wagwan.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
Facts.
saying? He doesn't necessarily have to respond every time.
And remember, if he was coming garbage, he wouldn't respond. But the man's coming fire. He's coming fire.
Exactly,
So it's
so-
like, yo, you have no choice to the point that you have to like the man's video. You have to like his video. Like, all right, you know what? I'm going to even give you a like to show you that I see. Finally.
Yeah,
what's up.
I rate it still. And yeah, man, salute to Moula first, salute to Drizzy, salute to Akademiks also, you know what I mean? He's talking on his, quick thing on his media run, he's talking about a podcast that he's going to be starting soon, right? I think I seen a quick thing Tory Lanez posted about starting a podcast with Akademiks.
Yeah, I seen it on 6 Buzz. That's where I seen it.
I never heard Ak talking about having no co-host being of a Tory Lanez.
I think they're doing something new.
Hey,
They probably
whatever's clever, man. Whatever works, whatever draws attention, right? That's why they're gonna do that, because they want to draw in the fans. You know,
Yeah,
Tory Lanez and Academic in a podcast.
we'll see if that works.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if those two people can coincide together.
remember
It's not like I know Tory Lanez or anything, but Academics seems like he's a one guy,
In one show.
a one man show. Like he wants the whole thing to himself. Like, you know.
But no,
So-
I can see it working. Because remember, Tory Lanez did Corteen Radio. So, like, it was going to get to that point. You know what I mean? And especially if you collab with Akademiks. I could kind of see it. Like, you know, like, not consistently. But, like, I could see kind of doing a 1-2 hype.
And even if he doesn't do a show with Ak, maybe just his own podcast or his own type of show at all, I might be able to see Tory Lanez in the media game.
Yeah.
He's got personality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
definitely does.
Yeah.